Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Focus Vandalia. My name is Rich Hopkins. I'm the communications manager for the city. And on today's program, even though the weather doesn't indicate, we are talking about the Christmas season. We're inching closer and closer. We'll have details on Vandalia's big Christmas tree lighting coming up in December. We're also going to check in with our Development and Engineering Services Department. We'll let you know what road projects are on the schedule for 2018 as the budget process moves along in Vandalia. Our first stop today is here at 40 West. Now, this is the former site of the Morton Middle School, and the last time we were here, there was talk of a second building beginning construction. As you can see, that construction is well underway, and we might have a third building going up very soon. The former Morton Middle School site had been an empty field for the last few years before crews began work on this nearly completed Pri-Med physician's office. And as crews wrap up this project, another crew has already started work on another.
They got their foundation permit and they have really pushed hard to get to where they're at. They got some footers in as well. Their actual construction drawings are in process. They've been reviewed. They're going to go back and hopefully we'll get the changes and the revisions and we'll get the permit approved in a very short period of time, hopefully within the next couple of weeks. So maybe by the time we're shooting here, we'll see some erection of the building coming out of the ground.
Assistant City Manager Greg Shackelford says this foundation will one day be the new home for a local dentist.
It's a relocation from a business within the city, which is a great situation because we know that we're keeping them in the city and they're making a long-term commitment here. It's Dr. Volk, and he is a cosmetic dentist. He works with some laser equipment, is really grown, his business has really grown, and we had talked to him a few years ago about a project here, but we were at a point where when we owned the property, we didn't really just want to piecemeal projects. So once we made the deal with Mills Development, Synergy Mills, they worked out a deal with Dr. Volk, and they're actually selling him this piece of property that he's building on.
Even with these two buildings in the works, there's still plenty of room at the 40 West site for new construction.
I think the marketing of the site has really improved. Talking with the guys, they've got some good leads going at Mills Development, but it'll probably take a few more years to really get it filled up. I know that they're under negotiations with the west edge of the frontage, and hopefully they'll get that under contract within the next 6 months or a year or two. So really exciting stuff.
One other note on economic development, Shackelford says 2 potential development deals will be going to Montgomery County for consideration for EDGE grant funding.
We should have 2 that get submitted. The deadline is November 1st, which is a couple weeks from today as we do the shoot. And one of them is a really nice project with an existing advanced manufacturing company here in town that will probably be about $250,000 ask from the EDGE committee. And then the other project, I'm still waiting on some final total information on the project amounts, but I would estimate that it would be roughly $100,000 to $150,000 on the ask for that project. And it's an existing building that's vacant that a company from outside the United States is looking at and is very close to putting a deal together.
Vandalia's Public Service Director, meanwhile, is putting together the final details on what road projects Vandalia will be tackling in 2018.
We plan to be aggressive again next year in our street paving. We've got, we don't have an exact list of streets yet, but we know what kind of dollar amount we're talking about. So we're going to be working on that real soon. A couple other projects we're looking at. Another water main replacement like this one here up on Skyview. In the neighborhood back behind the city building. We're going to be doing a water main project similar to this. We're also looking possibly next year to do a street reconstruction over on Foley Drive, just off of National Road.
Public Service Director Rob Cron says replacing aging infrastructure, like the water lines on Kenbrook Drive, is a high priority these days as old lines are slowly beginning to fail.
We're actually replacing about 2,000 feet of the old cast iron water main that's in Kenbrook Drive that's kind of give us some issues over the last several years. We've had several main breaks out here that we've had to shut down service to businesses and property owners while we make repairs. So we've actually come in and we're going to replace the whole main from Dixie Drive down to Ranch View.
Cron says this is a project that's getting done in phases.
Got about a third of the main in the ground now, and we've tested that portion of it. We're getting ready to put that in service. They're going to continue on to the east to put the rest of the main in it, and it's probably going to take 2 to 3 more weeks to get all of it in. And then there's obviously some testing and some EPA requirements we have to meet to put the main in service. And once that's done, we'll start connecting all the businesses and the residences to the new main.
The Kenbrook project is part of a much bigger picture.
This is just one project of our ongoing program where we started somewhere around 2010, and we've gotten a lot more aggressive in replacing some of this old infrastructure, and we've been able to budget money to do this. We've also been very successful in receiving some grants to help out with these projects, and a lot of the mains we're replacing are in 60, close to 70 years old, so they're in definite need of replacement, and we hope that the ones we're putting in, we're going to get another 60 or 70 years out of as well.
Vandalia's public works crew, meanwhile, are staying busy these days as leaf collection swings into high gear.
We're getting ready to get really geared up for the heavy times of leaf pickup. That's going to be going on through the first week of December as our schedule shows. If you can find our schedule on our Facebook page, at our website. But we actually get it down to the exact day we're going to be on your street, and we make 4 entire rounds of the entire city. And then if time and weather permits, we might even make 1 more sweep throughout the entire city. It just depends when the snow starts flying. We have to get the same equipment we use to pick up the leaves ready for snow and ice removal as well. So it really comes down to the weather and how long we can go picking up leaves.
Vandalia's Senior Citizen Center, meanwhile, is looking forward to a very active November with a number of interesting events and presentations. Coordinator Toni Williams.
On Tuesday, November 14th, Story Point of Troy is giving a lunch and learn, and we have a lively presentation. Chris Rollins, who is the naturalist, he's an outreach naturalist from Allwood, is going to be here with his show of singing and puppeteering and talking about the natural world. And it's limited to 100 people, but she wants to open it up to seniors and the public that are not members here. So if you would like to come, you need to call me at 898-1232 or email me at twilliams@vandaliaohio.org, and Ohio is written out. The deadline is November 10th. I need your name by then.
You may be interested in attending a Tech Talk presentation in November, all designed to help you safely shop online for the holidays.
This is Wednesday, November 15th at 10:30. She's going to be talking about online shopping and safety just in time for the holidays. Talking about PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Amazon, how to set up accounts, how to keep your credit card information safe, and how to tell if you've been scammed. That should be quite a hot topic.
Another hot topic these days is the coming of the cold weather. It won't be long before we're all bundling up to ward off the impact of Old Man Winter. Williams says the center wants to help those who need help with winter protection with a special winter wear collection effort running from December through February.
We are collecting hats, scarves, gloves, and mittens for everybody from infants up to adults. You can crochet and knit these items. You can go out and purchase those items. All of them will be given to the Vandalia Food Pantry to distribute. We did this last year and it was really greatly appreciated. So if you'd like to help out with either of those projects, drop them off in the office.
One last note from the Senior Center. Williams says this year's Senior Bazaar in October was the most successful fundraiser in the history of the center. And she says there are lots of folks to thank for their help.
But I really wanted to thank, there are 29 sponsors that come to our center on a regular basis that gave us donations. Some all of them gave raffle baskets. Some also gave kitchen supply donations. Some gave us bags to give out the front door. And then 50 area businesses that gave us donations, which resulted in 57 raffle baskets. That's a huge number. That's my highest number ever. So I really appreciate the help that we were given by the community, and appreciate those people that showed up and spent their dollars and had some fun here. Because unless that happens, there's no use in doing all this.
Vandalia's public safety community came together in October for a very special cause. Every 2 years, the Butler School District puts on a mock crash to demonstrate the consequences of the decision to drink and drive. This year, the presentation was opened up to all kids in the school, not just seniors and juniors, and it was timed to coincide with the homecoming dance. The presentation starts with a crash where one of the passengers is fatally injured. The students look on as first responders make it to the scene. Officers administer a DUI test to the driver of one of the cars, and the fire crews work to free passengers trapped in the wreckage. The Care Flight helicopter arrives to whisk away a critically injured patient, and the funeral director is last on the scene to remove the body of the last victim. The coordinated effort gives students a front row seat to a tragedy so they can avoid seeing it unfold in real life. Did it have an impact? Well, as there were no alcohol-related crashes involving students during homecoming, organizers say it was a success. Our next stop today is at the Vandalia Recreation Center, where staff is getting up to speed on some exciting new equipment. Trainer Alex Brundrett says one new piece is generating some excitement with special needs patrons.
And I have a lot of special need clients, usually the middle over age, about baby boomers. And a lot of them have compromised lower bodies from knee surgery, or they'll have sprained ankles, something like that, so they won't be able to walk. This exercise machine is very good for upper cardiovascular, so you're not using your legs, but you're using your upper arms. So it elevates the heart rate, and it makes it very conducive to good aerobic exercise. This is a very friendly machine. It has pedals down here that you can or you cannot use as you wish. You grab a hold of these handles here, adjust the seat down here, it slides forward. This is a great machine if you're in coming out of rehab from a hospital or from a physical therapy. They use these exercise machines a lot.
For those who prefer the group workout dynamic, recreation specialist Sarah Levy says there are 3 new classes for you to try.
We are bringing Core Flex to Monday night, 7:30 time frame. It will be held in the studio, and it's a great class for all levels. It's going to be concentrated on core work, and then you're going to end with a cool down and a deep stretch to calm you down at the end of a long day.
If you're interested in increasing your agility skills, you'll want to know more about this new offering.
On Wednesday nights with Barb is called Cardio Aim, and this class is going to be an agility class with intense movement. So you're going to go all out for half the class, high intensity movement, and then also you will end with a deep stretch and yoga to relax you.
Levy says a new class offering over the weekend is designed for folks who like Zumba.
We brought a new instructor to the Vandalia Rec Center, and his class is Zumba in Motion. This class is held on Saturdays at 9 a.m. Zumba is going to be your typical Zumba class, but he adds a lot of different variety to the class. He will bring weights in, he'll bring different kind of song varieties in. You can get up to 7,000 steps in one of his classes. So you can work to your level, you can make it as easy as you need or as hard, but he's a very unique instructor and we are very happy to have him here.
If any of these classes spark your interest, getting started is as easy as dropping in.
So anyone can drop into our classes. You just have to, you can look on this pink schedule, which you can find here, and you can drop in for $5. So you can just come in for the class, pay $5 and take any class on this schedule, or you can get a pass.
Talking about drop-in fitness passes, here's a way you can purchase them along with any other service the Parks and Recreation Department has to offer on the cheap. This is the one time each year when recreation gift certificates go on sale with a special offer.
Our incredible gift certificate special. It's upcoming November 27th, that's a Wednesday, and it runs through January 7th, 2018. And the special is for every $25 you spend in gift certificates, we give you a free $5 in addition to that. And these gift certificates can be used on any program, event, swim lessons, birthday parties. They can be used at Castle Hills Pool for memberships. So you could buy these for a pool pass in the summer as a Christmas gift in the cold winter. And these can also be used at the senior center if say you wanted to get a present for grandma or grandpa or elderly aunt or uncle. This can be used for transportation, the Van Tram program. You can use that for payment, and you can use it for any type of registration that the VRC has for programs, athletics, and things such as that.
Administrative Coordinator Sharon Hamby says if this sounds like something you'd be interested in, it's easy to get started.
Just come into the rec center, let our staff know that our front desk staff know that you would like to buy gift certificates. They can run through the increments, like if you want to buy just a certain amount, they can run through how the promo works for the $5 free on the purchases that you make. We optimize it to make it the best deal for you. And you could also, if you call in, we can work out getting the gift certificate process for you over the phone if you're paying by credit card, and then we can mail the gift certificate to you or to the person that you wanted the gift to go to.
How about this for a nice gift? If you and your child are good free throw shooters, you could walk away with your Thanksgiving meal paid for. Recreation Supervisor Alicia McCracken says the grand prize in the city's annual turkey shoot could easily cover that cost.
It is our 33rd annual turkey shoot happening Saturday, November 18th. So get signed up today. We've got a great event for all ages, 4 and under, up to 18 years of age, a basketball shooting competition. So start practicing your foul shots today. A child, adult team competes. We've got gift certificates to Kroger for your Thanksgiving feast. And then door prizes for every kid that comes out to the event, donated by local businesses. It's a great time, 10 o'clock on November 18th. Make some time in your schedule.
Talking about Thanksgiving, if you're working on the day before Thanksgiving while your kids are off school, you might want to consider the Thanksgiving Camp Rec.
Wednesday, November 22nd, we hold our Thanksgiving Day Camp Rec. So you're looking for some childcare or you need to get some last minute stuff done for turkey dinner, be sure to register your child for Camp Rec Thanksgiving. We run it from 7:30 to 5 on that day. Jam-packed day full of crafts, gym activities, all kinds of fun stuff. Make sure you pack a lunch for your child and get them registered today.
One last note this month. Once again, Vandalia will be kicking off the official start of the holiday season with our big Christmas tree lighting.
December 3rd is a Sunday. Make sure you get out to the rec center for our grand illumination of our beautiful Christmas tree that we have every year. Not only do we do that, we've got caroling, we've got entertainment, and the big man from up north does stop by and make his visit. So Santa will be here. We've got refreshments, hot chocolate, cookies, because believe it or not, it might be a little chilly that part of December. But yeah, get out here. 6 o'clock is the time for the illumination. So great community event, and be sure to stop out.
Even though the weather today doesn't indicate it, we literally are just weeks away from the Christmas tree lighting for the city of Vandalia. It'll take place the very first weekend in December. Now, thinking ahead, our Department of Recreation is actively looking for future trees for future Christmas tree lightings. If you have a tree in your yard, a blue spruce, at least 20 foot tall, they want to hear from you. If you donate that tree, our crews will come to your house, cut the tree down for you, and haul it away at absolutely no charge. If you'd like more information, call Rudy Wells at 415-2345. That's going to do it for this edition of Focus Vandalia. I'm Rich Hopkins. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.